right, Eric, can you please have a one-word poop-themed prompt?
Loose.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I've been wanting to get a bidet. That's poop theme, right? How do we feel about bidets, Ken? Have you used them?
I have used them. We've talked about this on the show.
Have we? We're already reusing bidet talk?
Before.
We need to end the show. Let's end this.
I know.
This is over.
If we've talked about every topic where bidets is a reoccurring thing, we have a problem. Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as chosen by our guests. But guess what? We have a new theme for September. The idea was septic September thing. So we took that to the next level. We punched it up a little bit because that was hard to explain. And so we're doing Shitember.
Welcome to Shitember.
Turtle? No. Not turtle. No.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Perfect.
Welcome.
Welcome. So you may be wondering, what is Shitember? Have I listened to any recent episodes where they've talked about it before? No? Well, I'll tell you right now. Shitember is where we watch the worst movies imaginable. And what that quantifiably means is any movie that has a Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score of 5% or less.
Which there is a surprising amount of.
There is a lot
Hundreds.
They did a Rotten Tomatoes released a top 100, or I guess lowest 100 list in 2020. And I had ChatGPT go through and check the updated tomato meter scores, and that actually removed about 40 of those. Apparently, some people rewatched them more recently than 2020 and thought, hey, this is actually a good movie. So now we have a list that people are choosing from of just the worst movies according to Rotten Tomatoes. And this week we are doing The Master of Disguise, which I'm going to be honest, at first glance, I was surprised to see on here.
Yeah. And this is yet again, I feel like our guest, the movie was chosen for him. And we have returning guest, Eric.
What up?
What's up?
But for good reason, right? Like you and I watched this, 100 times as kids?
So many times. Had it on DVD. I don't know why this started, but every single time I was homesick from school since when this movie came out until like through high school, probably, I would watch this. It was just like a tradition. It was like a comfort thing. So yes, I have seen this movie a lot. Watching it again was a surreal experience because the lines were coming to me as they were being said. It was like that level of familiarity. And some other things.
Some other things like brown face and a January 6er.
Yes. Listen, we'll get to all of that in a little bit, but I want to know before we dive fully into The Master of Disguise, Eric, can you think of the worst movie you've seen recently?
Oh my God, so many, unfortunately.
Oh no.
I think that's the thing about being a horror movie fan is that's where a lot of the garbage is coming out, I think. There is a lot of good stuff, to be clear, don't get me wrong, but for some reason, people who like to make bad movies are drawn to that genre. I don't know why. Man, Madam Web comes to mind. Also, not a horror movie, but that was pretty bad.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Probably some Shudder original.
There you go.
That's
known
fair.
for their quality.
The quality of Shudder originals is few and far between. There are some good ones.
There are some good ones.
But I personally just wait to hear about if I hear a Shudder original mentioned in conversation more than like 5 times, then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's a good litmus test. These need to be vetted before I'm going to invest between an hour and 10 and an hour and 20 minutes, which is what all of them are.
Yes. Yeah.
Which, like, to go back to the movie, love to see an 80-minute runtime. Didn't even hit the hour and a half mark.
Clearly didn't even make it to that because the credits
are
just
so
kept
long.
going.
Yeah.
There were like 4 endings.
The opening credits were long as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of info on this movie that we can get into. So maybe let's just take a quick break and we can dive fully into one of the worst movies of all time, according to Rotten Tomatoes, The Master of Disguise. We'll be right back.
One family's extraordinary power to change their appearance will be left in the hands of one man.
Now I can teach you to become a master of disguise.
Really? I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a...
And we're back on Shitember, Rotten Tomatoes worst
Zoom
movies of
cut
all
you
time
off.
month. It's the Overtalking Podcast. We're talking about The Master of Disguise with returning guests, as always, brother Eric. Eric, we're going to put 30 seconds on the clock for you to describe for someone who's not yet seen The Master of Disguise what it's all about.
Oh my God.
Ready, go.
Oh, okay. This guy is part of a family that does disguises. They do capers and commit crimes and steal things, and they use really elaborate, some might say unrealistic disguises to do it. And Pistachio Disguisey, which is his name in the
10
movie,
seconds.
is part of this family. He learns the
5,
sacred art of
4,
disguises,
3,
and hilarity
2.
ensues.
What? Does
Yeah.
hilarity ensue?
Not really.
I think I genuinely did one of these once throughout the whole movie.
There was only one moment where I specifically laughed and thought, oh, okay, so there was one moment.
Yeah.
And it was, I forget exactly what it was, but it was whatever scene where the grandfather was about to get into the cab and they do this stupid little dance,
Who?
just repeating a saying over and
Who,
over
what,
again for no
where,
reason.
how?
Yes, who, what, why,
Yeah.
where, how.
I watched this morning, which would not recommend to start your day this way.
Nope, that sounds bad.
Oh no. Yeah, it needs to be late night. You need to be
Half
a
asleep.
bowl deep.
Yes.
of weed.
Yes. Lots of
And,
substances.
Yeah, I don't know.
I laughed, of course, at the bad guy farting. That was funny.
Okay, yes. When that happened, I turned to Meg and I said, I understand where CJ, and I'm sure Eric, got some of their humor for, but specifically CJ for some of the bumpers that you put together.
Yes.
Yeah.
This movie unlocked a lot of stuff for me as a kid. I remember as a kid recognizing that when he's laughing, they're repeating the audio of him laughing.
Yeah, it loops.
And I remember,
No
remember
way,
clocking
what?
that as a kid. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so weird. It's really obvious, and it's every time. Also, this is the movie where I learned what Jaws was.
Yes.
And who Al Pacino was. Yeah, a lot of these references, a lot of pop culture I learned through this movie, which is insane.
Yeah, there's so many movie references. They do an Exorcist reference.
Yes, yeah.
For some reason.
I know. Why?
I don't know.
That I distinctly remember, as a kid, at first, not really getting the Jaws reference.
Same.
Knowing,
sure.
this is surely an impression of something, and then later being oh, that's what that's from.
Same.
It's a pretty good Jaws reference. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
he's
he's good at
That
impressions.
one. Yeah.
That's what I did want to talk about. Dana Carvey came out with a stand-up special a few years ago on Netflix, I think it was. And as far as I know, had not put one out in a decade or longer. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I like Dana Carvey. I'll check that out. But it was just him doing impressions the whole time. That was it was oh, so there's not really jokes here, more so that you wanted to do impressions again.
Yeah.
Do you two know anything about why this movie was made or anything about the movie?
No.
No, and I was dying to look into it, but I figured we would get into it recording, and I probably will look more stuff up later because...
Yeah, there's some more stuff that we'll get into in trivia, but high level, Dana Carvey made this movie just to have something that he thought his preteen kids would enjoy.
God, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, because
That
most of the
makes
stuff
so
he was
much
making was
sense.
PG-13 and stuff he didn't want to show them yet, and so he made something that he self-described it as something that felt PG-13 but was actually PG.
Oh
And
my
that
God.
also explains why Eric and I loved it as kids, because it was
Yes,
made
it's
for
targeted
us.
at children. For
That's
sure, absolutely.
no, that's I was thinking that the whole time is this a 9-year-old would die laughing at this, I think, when it
It's
came
just
out.
silly voices.
And that's what I was when it came out and what my reaction was. Like, one of the notes I wrote was, like, this is truly a Disney Channel level movie.
Yeah.
Like, the set design, it was like they were on Sesame Street, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, the humor, like, that makes so much
wild.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were talking a little bit about the runtime of this movie.
Yes.
And yeah, they straight up had to pad the movie because after some cuts they did, which we'll get to what the original cut length was in trivia, but they had to do some cuts to the movie because it was so incoherent and just basically random skits of him in different costumes for no reason that they had to cut it down, and it ended up being only like 65 minutes long, and it needs to be to be considered a theatrical movie. It has to be at least 75 minutes long.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they had to pad it out with the opening and then definitely the closing, where they just added in a bunch of those random things that they cut for no reason.
That's what I'm going to say. The credits gives you like, oh, wow, there's like 5 more costumes that they cut from the movie of like scenes, which like, I'm glad they did. But yeah, it was just like, there's so much that they left on the cutting room floor. It's baffling that movies like this get made. I feel like had a similar reaction with rewatching Austin Powers a few years ago, where there are parts where you're just like, oh, they're just killing time now to try to get to like, again, I think it also has like an 80-minute runtime or something.
Yep.
Okay.
I could not stop thinking about Mike Myers throughout this movie, and like I was thinking about like, okay, in like 2002 or whenever when this movie came out, like what was Dana Carvey and Mike Myers' relationship like? Like there was a Shrek reference in this movie, which I thought was so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his. I didn't even think about that.
Yes. So like in the Master of Disguise universe, Mike Myers is a star and Shrek exists.
Yeah, because there are some I haven't really looked into this, but like there's some indication that like Dana Carvey and Mike Myers maybe didn't really get along like at the end of it, or that they were like jealous of each other or something.
Oh.
I don't know how true that is, but
I mean, that would make sense if he made this in response to Austin Powers, where there's a lot of dress up and intrigue, or not really, but like,
exactly
it's the same kind of feel and almost the same kind of role in a way.
Yes,
at least for like the father.
So okay, so at the did you guys watch like through the whole credits? Because I did.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So at the end, they show a scene where he's in the secret lair fighting the bad guy, and these women come out with big butts.
Yes.
And I was like, "This is Austin Powers. This is the fembots from
the
Austin
fembots.
Powers. It's the same."
Oh, really?
Scene.
I still haven't seen Austin Powers, which is
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ, Ken.
How did you avoid that for that like 5 years?
I think we've talked about this on the show before, but at this point, it's like I've waited so long that if I were to watch it now as an adult, I think it would feel a lot like this movie.
Yes,
probably.
you would hate it. Yeah,
In fact,
it's bad.
CJ and I can say from personal experience that is the reaction you will have.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched it several years ago, and even then, it was still very bad. But we were cracking up at how bad it is, or like it really takes you into a moment of like, I can't believe this was all anyone talked about for that like period of time where they came out with 3 of these. And this came out at the same time as Austin Powers Goldmember, or like right after.
Okay.
So they came out like simultaneously. Yeah.
Is that the first movie?
That's a third.
The third. Okay. So it really is kind of in response to that.
Yeah, it totally seems like, man, I'm like leaving a lot of money on the table. Like Mike Myers seems to have this figured out. I should just like get something going. Clearly, like people will just eat up whatever slop we put out there.
Yeah. Or I just do a bunch of impressions.
Yeah. Okay. Next month, Austin Powtober.
It's claimed, but maybe we can do November.
Wait, what is claim? Oh, what has October claimed? You guys don't do something every year in October.
No, of course not. Yeah, it really does feel like it's in response to that. And I definitely haven't seen Austin Powers, like I mentioned, but like I know a lot of what's in the zeitgeist around it too.
Yeah.
And yeah, it definitely feels like a lot of the dress up stuff is just basically that. There were a lot of references in this as well that I just didn't get. I don't know if it was like just something of the times. Or were there times in this movie you're like, I don't know what he's quoting?
Yes, there's one where I think he's quoting like a song, maybe like they say Destiny, and I'm like, are they making like a Destiny's Child reference or something? They're like standing in the street and he says something, and I was like, that's clearly a reference, but I don't get what it is.
Okay, well, that reminds me of something not totally related, but there are 3 original songs in this movie about Master of Disguise.
Yeah. Master is one.
Of disguise.
One of them is by Destiny's Child.
I saw that in the credits.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was Beyonce or Destiny's Child, like proper.
Yeah, that's Destiny's Child, which kind of fits with the time period, I think.
True, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand what warrants that.
Yep.
When I was making trivia for this, I just straight up asked ChatGPT, why did it feel like it warranted 3 songs? And it was just like, it's just what they did back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that was like a trick at some point. It was like it's some way to like get Oscars or nominated for, or like I feel like there's something going on there where, and then at some point they changed the rules where it was like to win original song for an Oscar it has to be like written for the movie or something. I don't know. I could see there being some fuckery going on with that.
Yeah, but there's no way they at any point they actually thought,
yeah, that's what
MASTR of Disguise is gonna.
I don't know. It's pretty catchy.
Freaking Grammy or Oscar nod. I don't know. What else?
Should we do trivia?
Yeah, we could go straight to trivia. I got some good stuff in here, so let's do that. It's time for.
Hey, did you know that?
All right. For new listeners, this is the trivia portion of our show where we pit our guest and CJ head to head to see who knows the most about what we watched. Eric, CJ, are you two ready?
Ready to get my ass kicked per usual? Yeah, perfect.
All right. True or false? Dana Carvey observed a moment of silence in his full turtle costume on September 11th.
False. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes. I know that this has been debunked, but for a while it was fun to whip out that fact.
It was very funny to imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right. Next question. What was the approximate budget for Master of Disguise? In millions of dollars, just to help you get there, but hopefully
but then in
you know that
2002 this came out?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
I have no idea. There are giant set pieces.
And I think he would have gotten a big like lump of money just based on who he is, right?
Yeah. He was still, I think, very famous. 15 million?
I'm going to guess 50 million.
CJ, you're surprisingly close. 16 million.
No way!
Yeah.
Damn.
And how much did it make?
I think it made 6 figures.
I actually don't know the whole. Hold on one second. I should definitely get that. Okay.
I think it turned a profit. I think it definitely made its money back.
Yeah. What would you? Let's just make this next question. What do you actually think it was? How much it made?
Cost 16, made 25.
I'm going to say made like 10.
CJ, you're closer, but actually, despite it being totally panned by critics, it made $43 million.
Whoa.
There you go.
So, you know what? It's actually a success.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Wild.
I guess it's not, like, taking the quality of the movie aside, I think it had so much going for it.
Yeah.
Like, he never really did his own thing before this, I feel like, other than, like, his TV show.
Also, like, I didn't say this before, but I had not seen this prior to this, surprisingly. But I knew the, like, turtle thing. Which, does he even say turtle? Never?
Really?
No,
I
right?
think it's in the trailer, which is why everyone references that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because everyone was always saying, like, turtle. And I could have swore I had seen a clip of that. That makes sense if it was in the trailer. But, I kept waiting for it to happen during the Turtle Club scene, and it just didn't.
Yeah,
Did I miss it? What happened here?
He definitely says turtle, but I don't think he does 2 in a row like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we pause down really quick and so what was his comedic choice for this turtle character? what was he going for?
I don't know.
I don't
just
know either.
Goofy
I don't know.
for the sake of Goofy?
Well, then,
Just goofy
yeah,
for the sake
okay.
of goofy.
So they're at this club, and the transition to the next part of the movie is all of a sudden it cuts to him lying on his back, spinning around Curly from Three Stooges style, just like on the
why?
ground, and then cuts to the next. They're in the street again. It's like, why did you do that? Just like fade or wipe to the next scene or something.
Oh my god! And the actual transitions are this like freaking gold coin like swirling across the screen as if it was like a loading screen for a video game.
Yep. Yeah.
But
It's just
like
killing
Austin
time.
Powers does that shit too. Like,
Yeah, it's him
it really?
dancing, and they go on
It's
for
so
way too
weird.
long, and that's why we're like, they're just killing time.
That's funny.
like normal movies also change scenes.
Yeah,
And they
you don't
and they-
need a weird
yeah,
like
they don't
object
able
to come
to-
across.
They don't have to hard cut to another scene.
Yeah. We as the audience will pick up on, oh, it's the next part of the movie. They're in a
Yes.
different location now. Time has occurred.
All right. Next question. The director Perry Andelin Blake had a long directing career with many films after The Master of Disguise.
What? Oh, was that a true or false? Or you just
True or false? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have led with that. This is true or false. Yeah.
Just a statement.
Just a
it's
statement.
he did. It's
True or
like,
false?
oh, okay, good for him.
Perry Blake had a long directing career after this movie.
False.
I really meant to look this up because I was curious who this person was. I'm glad I didn't, because it would have spoiled this. But I'm gonna say yes, especially if the movie was a success.
Yeah, no, this is his only movie ever.
No.
This is his first and only movie.
Damn.
Because who the hell would hire this director to
Yeah.
ever create something again based off of this?
This is where I feel bad for that guy though, because it's not his fault that this movie sucks or is weird. That's like Dana Carvey and the writers, right? Like he can't save this.
Yeah, it's probably
True.
just the environment, right? Like it's Dana Carvey's project.
Yeah.
You're just going to do whatever he wanted.
Right.
So
Yeah,
the director's kind of just along for the ride, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
like
his fault.
you're not gonna be able to direct Dana Carvey. Like, be like, okay, no, actually, let's try a different voice for the turtle.
Yeah. Can you
He's
say
gonna be
turtle
like, no.
less?
The fact that I mean, I didn't look this up, but there cannot have been a script for this, right? Like they probably had outlines for
An
a couple
outline,
of
yeah.
sketches
Yeah,
or something.
I
Yeah,
bet
like-
it's like a curb script where they're just like, okay, it's here and this happens and
Yeah.
go.
And then
Right.
here's the Al Pacino scene. You do whatever you want, and then do the turtle scene. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Also, I was disappointed that he did an Al Pacino, but we did not get the line of "She's got a great ass," which is my favorite Al
that would have fit
Pacino line.
perfectly.
Would have fit
Except ass would have bumped it up to
Yeah.
a PG-13 rating.
She's got a great tush.
a tush queen. Okay, sorry, just now I'm just like saying things from the movie, but so his primary motivation as a character is he's so horny for his mom's big ass
Yeah.
that he needs to find a partner that also has a big ass like his mom.
Yep.
Like, people are just attracted to big asses.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
need
why
to
does
be
it need
like
to be specifically like his
this is like my
mother's?
mom. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, this guy's weird. I'm starting to think.
Oh yeah.
Something off about this guy. I can't put my finger on it, but
Okay, sorry. I just keep remembering things that are
it's
just
okay.
like, what the fuck?
All right. Next question. How old is Dana Carvey in this movie when they were filming it?
they're clearly trying to hide his like 5 o'clock shadow or something. Like you can see his facial hair peeking through in scenes.
I was seeing some wrinkles around his eyes too.
Yeah.
I feel like
I want to say at least in his 40s, maybe even 50s at this point. 2002?
2002. Yeah, I would say
47.
I'm gonna say 39.
CJ, you're almost clean sleuth in this. Yeah, 46.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You cannot catch a break, Eric. Sorry.
Yeah, that's how these go. It's okay.
Okay, so he's 46. How old is Jennifer Esposito in this movie?
Oh, God.
Who's his
oh no.
assistant love interest, I guess.
30?
Yeah, damn, that's a good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That maybe? I don't know.
34.
28.
Fuck.
Yikes.
My guess was more wishful. Like, I was hoping it'd be older. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood strikes again.
Yeah, it's just, the creepy, for some reason, her falling in love with him scene, which, oh my God, that scene is so hard to watch.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to look up what their ages were.
No, that's a good call. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, true or false? I'm saying it ahead of the question or statement this time. A 12-minute sequence was cut where Dana Carvey dresses up as someone with dwarfism and crawls around on the floor.
I mean, we do get a little person at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say probably true.
Yep, I'm going to say true, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely true.
Yeah. Oh, God. 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Apparently he's like crawling under tables at a wedding. I don't understand what it was supposed to be, but it was determined too offensive despite the Indian scene that they left in the film for some reason.
Weird to know they had a line, and weird to know what didn't cross that line in your eyes.
Only partially crossed.
This movie was filmed right around the time, or like shortly after September 11th. So they made a point to specifically have that character say that he's Indian 4 times to make sure that there wasn't misconstrued that he was
oh my God,
Iraqian or something like that.
At that point, just cut it.
Yeah.
God, there's so many opportunities for you to
do
like,
anything
let's
else.
maybe not do this.
They didn't have any more room to cut. They couldn't cut anything else.
Well, you could still just pick any other character. Make up a different character. Make up a white guy character.
Right. They knew it when they were filming it, right? So why?
Right.
Oh, man.
They're like, well, this is our funniest bit, guys. We got
to leave it in. Look, if we can just always cut this later, and we'll have the weird toy shop owner guy character that we can leave in. And whatever was in the blooper reel that definitely did not make the movie.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did I?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Who is this guy?
Yeah, they clearly had a whole scene with it because, like, Jennifer Esposito was like next to him in his outfit as well.
And the bad guy comes up to them and talks to them. Like, this was clearly, very part of the movie at one point. But cut all of it.
And what's up with all of his characters doing front flips, like standing front flips? That was really weird. Did they pay for like a wire budget, so they just had to use the spin people around?
Well, speaking of money, how much did producers have to pay Madonna just so that Dana Carvey could say the line "Papa don't preach"?
You have to pay someone for that. Probably like $1 million or something insane.
I'm gonna guess $300,000.
Okay, yeah, Eric is closer, but it was only $17,000.
Okay.
Yeah, $1 million on a $16 million budget, CJ. Come on,
worth it.
It was a different time.
We have to have this line in here. I don't care if it's a 16th of the budget. All right, now we're getting down to it. How long was the original cut of the movie before they trimmed it down? Because this was the cut that was incoherent and just had all the extra sketches and shit in it.
So it came out to 80 minutes.
And one of the scenes that you said was cut that we didn't see.
12 minutes.
Yeah, any of it was 12 minutes. So that plus all the other stuff.
110 minutes? I'm thinking there's like a full half hour of cut stuff.
Yeah, I'll go 100 minutes.
110 minutes is hour 40, right?
No,
that's hour 50.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, you both split it, so you look at the point. Hour 45. So.
Oh, no way.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine sitting through an hour and 45 minutes of this. This already felt long at 80 minutes.
Yeah.
I was talking to Steve about this, and he was like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would take like a shitty hour and 20-minute long movie as opposed to like a good Oppenheimer 3-hour long movie any day. I was like, I agree with you. However, the hour and 20-minute long movie still felt really long.
It felt long, right? Yeah.
So, yeah, not great either way.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could just say right now, CJ's the winner because he really flew
Yeah.
away with this. And we'll just go through the other ratings. We've already said that this is less than 5%. This had 1% in Rotten Tomatoes, which is why it qualifies for Shitember.
Yeah.
What do you guys know, or what do you think the Rotten Tomatoes popcorn meter, which is the audience score, was?
I did not see.
Okay.
It's 22.
I was gonna guess 18.
Actually higher, 37%.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's too high, but
Yeah.
maybe they're all children. I don't know.
I wonder if it's people who are nostalgic for it that haven't watched it recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And then the letterbox score, I'll just tell you, was 1.5 stars.
That's even higher than I would expect, honestly.
Yeah.
So it obviously was bad, but
Yeah.
I will be honest that I was like just slightly surprised that it qualified for Shitember. Like
I was surprised going into it. Yeah.
I was surprised as well. I mean,
yeah.
I hadn't seen it before.
Yeah.
And also, I got it confused with Mystery Men.
God, that would have been awesome if you watched that instead.
I did that one. I'm pretty sure, Meg was telling me this, I don't remember it totally, but we were supposed to watch Mystery Team for this show.
Yeah.
And I watched Mystery Men instead because I just got confused and just assumed it was Mystery Men on my quick reading of a text.
Well, you all also famously watched the wrong Batman one of the times I was on not that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Yeah, I remember more than once watching something wrong and then realizing in the episode.
Yep.
and being like,
You also didn't watch Abbott Elementary when we talked about that. You watched a movie instead.
yeah, that was just my day's gonna be. Look, we've been doing this for like 8 years. All right.
You also watched Citizen Kane and the other guys didn't
Yeah,
or something.
man.
That was weird
No, I
too.
did.
That was a bummer.
No, we
yeah.
Mystery Men, 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. Does not qualify.
See?
It's a good movie.
Would have been better.
I remember that being funny too.
But that's not what this month is. This month is the worst of the worst, according
Yeah.
to Rotten Tomatoes. But I feel like there's probably worse stuff in this. What was Big Money Hustlers?
Did that even get a rating?
It was Rustlers, right?
Hustlers was the one we
Hustlers
watched.
is
Rustlers
the-
is the sequel.
Oh, that's the sequel? Okay.
It just doesn't have a tomato meter score. There aren't reviews of it.
Okay. 83% on popcorn meter, though.
Yeah, but fewer than 50 ratings. And those are all juggalos, I bet.
They're all juggalos. That's right. Well, I think it's time for our ratings then. Can't wait.
We know you've been waiting, so now it's time to hear our ratings.
Eric, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate The Master of Disguise for you?
This is so tough for me, guys. I got to thread the needle on a lot of stuff with this one. like I said, I have a very nostalgic connection to this movie. I won't even say fondness. I've seen this movie a lot, is the simplest way to put it. I did not enjoy watching it yesterday when I watched it. And in fact, there were several things that were pretty abhorrent. So between the nostalgia and it not holding up, I think I unfortunately need to give this a 2.
Yeah.
Which
2.
even
That
still
is
feels
very
high,
low.
but most of that 2 is nostalgia. Rose-colored glasses. Yeah.
Okay.
Not great. I just can't recommend it to anyone. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't.
No.
So, yeah, not great. Maybe my lowest score on the show. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, I think this whole month
Yeah,
is
true.
gonna be-
Good point.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to go next just to split up the brothers here. Yeah, like I said, first time watch for me, so I don't have the rose-colored glasses on. Aside from the turtle scene, which is the first time I've seen the turtle scene all the way through.
And boy, was it worth it.
So
Honestly,
funny.
I really enjoyed it.
It is like stupid in a funny way.
It's stupid funny.
Yeah.
It's not what I expected. They're going to the Turtle Club, and it still got me, even though I knew this was like the thing in this movie. It shows up in the Turtle costume. Oh my god, am I not turtly enough for the turtle coat? It's genuinely good. That's quality. So that gets 1 star.
Does it get anything else?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at? It is a movie. It's
a movie.
Barely.
They made a movie.
2 out of 10 for me.
2 out of 10 also? Okay.
Yeah.
For me, this is where I'm like, I don't think this is the worst thing I've ever seen. It is really bad, but it wasn't. I was about to say I wasn't like insulted at how bad it was, but there were times where I went, "Oh no, this is bad."
No,
Never mind.
There are actual offensive things.
Yeah. I think a 2 probably sounds about right. I was trying to like quickly go through like past 2 ratings to see what I'm like comparing this to, but I think this falls in line with a lot of the other like 2s and 3s I've watched. It's bad. Cannot recommend. They had so many options to cut out the offensive stuff and chose to keep it in. They cut out so much but left in the really offensive stuff. So I think you guys have convinced me. 2 is about where I'm at.
You know what? I just realized why they left it in, because that was like one of the few scenes that was actually like part of the plot.
Him learning his powers.
Yeah, true.
Right.
But again, choose any other character.
Yeah.
Have him be Australian, and all of a sudden he has a cool Australian accent or something. Like, why did it have to be a snake charmer?
Also, I mean, we didn't really talk about the Italianness of it all. Like him
that too.
Doing the Italian accent the whole time. His name's Pistachio Disguisey.
Pistachio
Even in the movie, they're like, well, surely that's not your real name. And he's like, yes, it is.
Also, just his powers we didn't talk about either. Like the magical ability to take on any disguise that he wants.
Energy.
The powers are basically for him to tap into knowledge, which I'll give him that. And then, but otherwise, it's basically just putting on prosthetics.
Yes. Yep.
Except for the very end of the movie, where the dad, for some reason, they explicitly say has the bad guy's a mask of the bad guy super glued onto his face.
Yeah.
And through the power of
energy go,
I don't know, putting underwear on his head, he's able to literally transform.
Yeah.
Not even a mask, but like somehow transform back to himself through the mask or something.
Yep. And they did at one point fully in the movie say like, oh, it's the dark side of Energico, and Dana Carvey goes, oh, so it's just like Star Wars? Which again, so in this universe, Shrek is real, Star Wars is real.
Also, part of the powers is when he was as a turtle, he like removed someone's nose from their face and then
spit it back onto their face.
I was like, what was that?
Seriously. Also, and I don't know if this is just me, but at one point they were like explaining his quest, and it was to find and save his mama and papa, and I thought the dog. I thought at one point he said that the dog chased after him and he had to find the dog as well. But later on in the movie, the dog is just shows up riding a skateboard and then is just around for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was just a plot point that just kind of fell off, which very well could be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just missed that one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, as is tradition, can I just read the rest of the notes I took while...
Yes.
That's what I was doing.
Okay,
yeah,
just a couple more. I was like obsessed with the set design and stuff, and it really felt to me like the Pee-wee-ification of comedies around this time. I feel like Pee-wee was such a massive cultural phenomenon that like all the comedies that like came around this time had like a touch of Pee-wee to them. Just like everything was like very extravagant and specific, and I don't know. I also just like think I have Pee-wee on the brain because I just watched that documentary, that 2-part documentary on him, Pee-wee as himself.
Was that good?
Have you guys seen that?
No. I'd like to.
I highly recommend it. It's fascinating. I think Pee-wee's like a really, I recommend it. I think it's really good. I think justice for Pee-wee. And then, I said, brown face, it goes on for so long, Jesus Christ. And then the last thing I have, or second to last thing is, I noticed in the opening credits, Dino Stamatopoulos is a co-producer of this movie.
Oh, from the Dana Carvey show connection. Probably.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, because
Yeah.
So I imagine he just like came in and did Punch Up, probably, right?
Probably.
Like,
Who is that?
oh, so
he's Starburns from Community,
Oh, no shit.
but
Yeah.
he's also a writer and worked on the Dana Carvey show.
and like Mr. Show, and was a writer on Community. He has a show, Moral Oral, on Adult Swim. That's really funny.
Oh, yeah, I know that too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
his show. Pretty prolific, like, comedy writer. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, good call. I didn't think about the Dana Carvey show connection. Okay, and then the last.
This is very random. But whenever Moral Oral was on, I pictured you, Eric. I don't know why.
Because it's like a round face.
It kind of looks like you a
cherub
little
boy.
bit. Yeah.
That's really
That's
funny.
all. Yeah.
Can we, when you post this episode, can we get a picture of me and him side by side?
Yes, please.
No, I know this is a quick turnaround. You don't have to do that. Okay, last thing is, so yeah, part of this plot is the bad guy is like collecting all of these global artifacts to then sell on the black market. And the name of the black market is Black Mark eBay.
Yeah.
And I wrote that down and said, that is such a bad joke. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yes.
That is not clever at all.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And then Kenan Thompson is in it randomly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, throw him in there.
Okay, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Along those lines too, I just want to shout out all of the like super old like MacBooks or
Yes.
whatever they're called, Power Books
Yeah,
and like
iMac.
old Macintoshes and stuff.
That was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, the orange
pretty cool to see.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss the colorful.
I like,
laptops.
yeah, Kenan Thompson may be on screen for all of 20 seconds, but still gets to dance in the credits. Like, is still
Yeah,
part of
he's
the.
like fourth build in the credits for some reason.
Yeah.
And it says he plays
Insane.
himself.
Oh, really?
So again, in the universe of this movie, all that exists.
And he's buying stuff on the black market eBay.
He's about to audition for SNL.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
weird.
nuts.
Well, sorry, Eric. I was going to say thank you. I thank you as well.
My
but
pleasure.
also
Thank
sorry.
you and sorry.
You have anything you want to plug or any words of wisdom at the end here?
I don't think so. Peek behind the curtain. We're recording this on Labor Day, so happy Labor Day. Yeah, thank you for the 8-hour work days and the weekends and all that stuff. Appreciate it, guys. No, yeah. Other than that, just take care of each other.
Pizza parties all around, and
Yeah. Starbucks gift cards.
I love
Appreciate
feeling
that.
like a family with my coworkers and nothing else. No union. Yeah, I don't know. Look out for each other. Take care of each other. That's it.
Nice.
well, thank you again. CJ, what do we got?
You can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Email the show at overtalkingpod@gmail.com. Call or text us at USACat1591 or go to our very real website, overtalkingpod.party.
And we, oh no, they're here. Yep. They're just farting into the room.
Gassy in
It's
more ways than one.
Yes, the gassy, otherworldly overlords. They're showing up at the end of every episode. And me to remind you, if you help us go on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and rate and review where applicable. Reviews would help people find this podcast. Also, we spend no money on advertising, so if you'd like to help yourself and spread the word, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing your pistachio disguisey impression when you said, we spending no money.
We ain't spending no money. That's right. And stick around to the very end of the episode to hear what we're watching next week, which I will tell you is a recent movie that was filmed 5 years ago, just released for some reason.
Ooh, I
coming
hope
out now.
it's what I think it is.
It is. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, as we always say at the end of every single episode,
Turtle.
Turtle. Turtle.
bye.
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 This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was produced by Ken and CJ, edited by CJ. This week's special guest was Brother Eric. Music by Justin Peters. Be sure to rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And tune in next time to hear the boys and Justin Peters continue Shitember with 2025's War of the Worlds. See you next week.